Now we will see the principles of biotechnology, or we can also write this as two core techniques of biotechnology. Okay, the principles. What is exactly the theory behind the development of genetically modified organism or biotechnology? Okay, are two core techniques or technologies involved in biotechnology. The first one is, we'll just write like this: alternation of foreign DNA, or foreign DNA, the DNA of my interest. Okay, as I said earlier that if I want to get a character from a living organism, suppose like a character from the lion to be introduced into human being. Okay, so I can select any one gene which is responsible for that particular character in the lion, and that gene should be selected, removed. That is actually the thing, alternation of the foreign or the desirable DNA or desired DNA, okay, or gene of my interest. The lion's gene is my interest. I will remove it, okay, and I will alter it. That means I am altering the chemistry in the sense chemical nature of the DNA. How? Simple. For example, I have removed a cell from the lion, and now I want to remove the genetic material of the lion from a cell. Then I have to allow it to treat with certain enzymes so that they break the DNA into tiny fragments like this. You get a fragments. And now I have to select which is my desired gene, or which is the gene of interest, or which is the foreign gene. So I am going to select this. So this gene is responsible for that particular desired character. So I have selected this. So this is alteration. Got it? So alteration of the foreign DNA or desired DNA or gene of my interest. So this is one important thing. Then after that, once it is done, next is I have to ligate this particular foreign DNA into a plasmid. So plasmid plus this gene of my interest that is taken from the lion. So that should be integrated, that is mixed to produce a recombinant DNA. So this is it. Got it? So recombinant DNA is now recombinant. What is the meaning of recombinant? Re means a formation of a new DNA. Recombinant. Got it? Combination of two different types of DNA. One is from the bacteria, that is nothing but plasmid, which has got the ability to replicate in any of the host organism. The other one is gene of my interest. Okay, so this is recombinant DNA, or it is also called as small r DNA, rDNA, recombinant DNA. So construction of recombinant DNA. After the construction of the recombinant DNA, what I have to do? I have to introduce this recombinant DNA. So that is introduction. That is inserting this recombinant DNA into a host. You need to select which is the host. It could be a simple bacteria which can act like a host, or it could be human being also, or it could be like the cells of human being, that could be ovum, or that could be sperm. So like that you can select. You will understand it later. Okay, so this is the thing. Once everything is done, finally you need to maintain, correct? So that means maintenance is very difficult actually. You have to take care of this. Once the recombinant DNA is entered into or inserted into a host organism, you have to take care of the host organism. It could be cell, host cell. Got it? It should not get contaminated. So you have to keep an eye. So you have to supply all the materials required for the growth of that host cell, so that only the recombinant DNA multiplies. Otherwise it will not multiply. So that is actually the main technique, the first technique. Okay, the next important principle or the second core technique of BT, biotechnology, is this: sterilization methods. So what is the meaning of sterilization? Very simple. You go to the market or maybe like More, Reliance Fresh or DMart and get the milk, or dairy, get the milk. Is after that what do? You just boil the milk. Why? Very simple. If any microorganisms are there, it's going to contaminate the milk and the milk will be spoiled. Simple, right? Easy, right? So to avoid that contamination, what we have to do is we have to boil the milk to 100 degrees and kill all the microorganisms, so that milk can be drinkable, simple, right? Or usable. So that is actually the thing. Sterilization method is nothing but you need to keep all these recombinant DNA containing cells in a Petri plate. That Petri plate should be free of contamination. There should not be any contaminants. Got it? There should not be any parasites or any like disease causing microorganism or any type of microorganism which could interfere with this recombinant DNA. That's it. So maintenance of a cleanly environment. Got it? So this is very important. Sterilization method is very important. So you will understand it. Some examples are like autoclave. Autoclave is nothing but like a pressure cooker. Simple, actually heat. Okay, heat will kill any type of microorganism without damaging the recombinant DNA in the host, or even without damaging the host cell. So this is actually the thing, sterilization method, or maybe like in simple words we can say that maintenance of the recombinant DNA in the host cell. That is sterilization method. Simple. So 1 and 2 are the two important principles of biotechnology. Now I'll erase this. Very important, could be asked. Mention the principles of biotechnology. Could be asked for 2 marks. Simple. I forgot. The main name of the first core technique is genetic engineering. I forgot the name. Write down. So genetic engineering is the main name. In that you have to alter the chemical nature of the DNA of the like foreign DNA, vector DNA, that is nothing but plasmid DNA. Okay, so that is the first step is genetic engineering. In that you have like alteration and all this stuff. Second one is sterilization methods. Okay, so these are the two important core techniques or principles of biotechnology. Now we will talk about the steps of biotechnology. Okay, so principle is done now. The important steps, see, don't get confused with the processes of the biotechnology. It has got around 9 steps. In this case, the basic steps of biotechnology, just introductory part actually, just remember it. The first step is identification. You need to identify your desired or gene of interest. Identification of gene of interest from a living organism. That is actually already explained, you know it. First is identification step. Then you need to isolate it. Once you have identified, you need to isolate. The question is, I'll give you one example. In human beings, the enzyme requirement is like for any type of physiological activity is very important, correct? Okay. So there is one enzyme called as adenosine deaminase, which is synthesized by a type of gene. I'm not sure about the name of the gene actually, which is present in our cell, all cells, your cells also. That ADA gene is there, adenosine deaminase enzyme, which is very important metabolic enzyme, very important for the metabolism process. If that enzyme is not there, metabolism will not takes place and the person cannot survive. So it's very deadly. Okay, so this is simple, one example actually, and it will lead to another disease called as SID. Okay, we will not talk about SID now, just example. Okay, for example, if I am the person where ADA enzyme is not produced from that gene is now damaged, or it's like non-functional, it's not working. Okay, something has happened to that gene where ADA is not synthesized now, that enzyme is not synthesized. What I can do is, I can take a gene from you, a like healthy gene which could able to synthesize ADA in your body and transfer this gene into my body or maybe my cells, so that it's nothing but gene therapy, right? Replacement of a faulty gene with a healthy gene. So this is the thing. But the thing is, I need to identify where exactly this particular gene is situated, present in our DNA, because our DNA length is 6 feet, it's very long. I don't know where exactly this gene is situated. Where exactly? But thanks to HGP, Human Genome Project, a long project, where they constructed gene library. Gene library is already being constructed, so that very simple, if you want this gene, you can get it from the gene library. It's already done. Discovery is done. Okay, so the gene could be present somewhere else, or maybe they give you the idea where exactly that gene is situated in your DNA. Simple, it's very easy. It's nothing but because of science. Already done. Gene library. You need to visit gene library and get the gene, or maybe like you have to visit the gene library and get a book. So to know where exactly that gene is situated in your DNA. Done. So that is identification of gene of interest or isolation of gene of interest from the DNA. What is isolation? I need to remove this from the lengthy DNA. I have to remove this gene of interest from this lengthy DNA. For that I need to treat this DNA with certain enzymes. Like I need to break this DNA into tiny fragments, and out of many fragments I get a fragment which contains this gene which could produce ADA. Hope you understood. Okay, once it is done, next is you need to introduce this gene of interest into a host. Who is the host here? I am the host. I need this gene now badly. Yes, otherwise I will not survive. So introduction of this particular gene of interest into a host. Introduction of gene of interest into a host. I'll go fast actually from here onwards, otherwise I'll not complete the syllabus. Very simple. Next is the final one is the maintenance. You need to maintain that particular gene of interest in the host organism. If you are a scientist and if you are conducting all this stuff, you need to maintain. Otherwise, as I said, like contamination is high, there is a possibility of contamination and it could spoil your work. So you need to maintain how the recombinant, or recombinant, obviously recombinant is required actually, okay, how exactly this gene of interest is working in the body or in the host organism. So you have to check every day. So that is actually maintenance. Hope you understood. So this is actually the steps of biotechnology or steps of genetic engineering, just for your understanding. Hope you understood this.